Hello there and welcome back. Total OS Today, total technology for beginners and beyond. Well, almost about 9 years ago, I was a beginner to the world of Ubuntu and Linux and everything related to that. My first thought of Ubuntu, my first exposure to Ubuntu was back in around 2005. I was looking at a technology magazine, and I think the paragraph said something like, "Tired of Windows, try Ubuntu." Of course, my first reaction was, what the hell is Ubuntu? Well, of course, we all know what Ubuntu is. Ubuntu is an operating system based off of Debian, what you see here. That's why I'm showing you both Debian and the Ubuntu website here. Now, Ubuntu, or rather Debian, I believe was created back in the 90s by two people who were dating at the time called Debbie and Ian. I believe since then they have become husband and wife, if I am not mistaken. And Ubuntu is based on Debian. And if it wasn't for Ubuntu, I really would not be here doing these technology videos that you guys have humbly allowed me to do over the course of almost 5 years now. And thank you for almost 5 years of this Toss Today channel. But Ubuntu was and continues to be my love for Linux. Of course, since then I've used many Linux-based operating systems. I do enjoy using, of course, Linux Mint, Zorin, and other types of operating systems. You guys know by now, some of you at least know by now, what I like to use. Essentially, if it's easy to use, stable, especially for beginners, then it's something that I recommend. Of course, from Ubuntu we have other offshoots of Ubuntu, Lubuntu, Kubuntu, Xubuntu, and the list goes on and on. It's no wonder that Ubuntu is one of the best, one of the most popular Linux-based operating systems on the planet. Of course, you might be thinking, which is better, TOS, Debian, or Ubuntu? Good question. I've thought about that, and maybe that's I can share some of my thoughts in a future video of the pros and cons of each. But you really can't go wrong. I'll tell you this: if you have an older machine, probably Debian. What you see here is probably the one to go with. If you have a modern machine, well, then I guess it doesn't matter. You can choose either Ubuntu or Debian. I enjoy using both right now, but I just wanted to share some of my private thoughts that if it wasn't for Ubuntu, I wouldn't be here. So to all of the folks, the team at Ubuntu, thank you for allowing me to delve into the world of Linux. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and as always, I will catch all of you sometime in your Linux future.